Hello, everyone, and welcome to Readings Galore. Today, we're going to be doing a three-card read. This will, of course, way we usually do it anyway, will include more specifics with each card. You have one card here, one card here, and one card here. Or I should see it your way. So, whichever card you choose, that will be your card reading for the day. And these are timeless readings, by the way. And if you choose a card that evening, it could be for that evening as well as the very next day. Okay. Everybody's energy is a little bit different. So that's why I say that. So you've got number one, you could choose, or number two, you could choose, or number three. And these are double card readings, single card readings here, starting out the rest of the read for each card. Okay. So let's get started. First, we're going to choose number one. Okay. And number one is chemistry. Okay. It says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Well, let's see what else there is. Okay. This is telling you to choose love. All right. You always have a choice to make yours with love. So there is a strong attraction there for you. If not, it's on its way. And if it's already there and you're like just wondering when this person is going to say something to you, they're saying it's up to you. If you're ready to choose love, you very well may have to make the first move. Okay. And so let's see. I just have to say, and they're telling me it's crystal clear for you too, that you would obviously have to make, and nowadays it's a different time, so there's nothing wrong with a woman making the first move. Sometimes some men have a little bit more of that feminine energy in them, and they're probably thinking, well, what ifs? So to make it happen, you would need to make that move. Okay, so you've got physical touch. All right. You are limitless, okay? And simple acts of kindness, all right? So I'll just stop right there for a minute because you've got three really good cards. Sometimes it's, physical touch can make a huge difference. It's not about, touching, but how you have the touch toward this person, okay? So physical touch, you could either, you know, hold someone's hand or put your hand on their face or something, or stroke their hair. That's like a physical touch that is like a tender touch that can mean so much. It could say so much in so many volumes. Okay. Now, they say that you're limitless. Now, you could do anything you choose. And it's almost like this card right here is saying, choose love, make it yours. And sometimes you have to kind of like act, strike while the fire is hot. And another thing too, with the simple acts of kindness toward this person that you are pursuing or you're interested in, and you find that magnetic attraction, they say kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So specifically though, we're speaking of this person, and this one if you're a male, but this person. All right. So, just little acts of kindness. A male may bring something really nice. Like if he knows you like a candy bar, if he knows you like some sort of treat or something, and it doesn't have to be food. I'm just giving a hypothetical example. You can carry on with that sort of thing. Um, just simple acts of kindness, a nice note, something pretty. Or something beautiful. And you've also got like attracts like, okay? You've got receive with love, appreciation. And you've got back to what you love. Okay. So you have to think of it this way. You know, if it's the love that you've been longing for and that you have that magnetic attraction, what's to fear? Just look at your desires, reevaluate your desires, and you know already what you want. Okay. And you already know about the attraction and all that. No one has to really tell you that. But if this person shows any type of appreciation for you, if they happen to be showing that to you in reverse, you want to be open to receiving that. Okay. Because gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So it's kind of above card here that you're limitless. And also, it's very important. All right. You've got relationship patterns. You've got speak the language of love. Act as if your partner is here. Okay, so if this hasn't happened yet for you, don't worry. Just act as if, this is a beautiful card as well. See, just act as if they're already here. You don't have to go waiting for them. Act as if they're already here. That brings the energy into your vibration to receive this, okay? What you are seeking. Because what you are seeking is seeking you, all right? And don't forget, you got to be open and receptive because they're saying it takes strength to recognize the need for change. Some of you are just not to be accusatory, but some people just sit and wait and wait and wait. You want to jump at the opportunity when the fire is hot. When you feel that attraction, you want to move into that vibration that you've been longing for and seeking, and start a dialogue. Okay, speak the language of love. I mean, you don't have to go up to someone and say, I love you or whatever, but I mean, action usually speaks louder than words. Okay. So hope this has helped you for the day you're reading. Now we're going to move on to the second one. Okay. So here's number 2. I'll just move it over a little bit to differentiate number 2. Boing. Okay, so what do we have here? Soulmate. Okay, yes, this is your soulmate. And love endures. So love doesn't give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful, withstands every situation. Okay, so you may already be with someone that's your soulmate, and you may be going, well, how could this person, be a soulmate to me if XYZ is going on? Well, I can say, through experience for sure, I married my twin flame. But, soulmate is very, very close to that, and you just know it. But at the same time, realizing if you don't, that every relationship, couldn't get the words out quick enough. Every relationship takes work, okay? They're saying, don't lose faith. Don't give up if there's something going on right now. Stop the car. Just sort of like reevaluate everything. Okay, so let's see what we have for you here. And just keep the faith. So they're saying to focus on love, okay? The love that started this whole wonderful emotion in the first place. Embrace your emotions, okay? That's a good one, right? And speak the language of love, okay? True love, all right? That right there, soulmate, okay? Rest and relaxation is essential. All right. New love. Okay, so it says new love. So you have to embrace the opportunity. If this is someone new, if this isn't someone new, then it's almost like you have to renew this situation because, like speaking the language of love is one of the best ways. Showing it is even better because, like I said to the other read, action speaks louder than words. This is your true love, and it happens once in a lifetime, and it's best to hold on to that. Now, the card that talks about rest and relaxation, it's just say take a break with your love and, perhaps go someplace or perhaps where you're going, you're going to find your soulmate. Just take a break, take a vacation or whatever you can, a short sabbatical. If you can't do any of that, just try to do whatever it is, even if it's a short weekend stint, something that'll help you relax. Okay. I'm being told that you need more groundedness and also focusing on love. They're saying to look for the good in everyone, but especially this person. Look for the good in them and allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Okay. All right. We have be in the present. Slow down. There's that card again. I'll explain that to you. And action speaks louder than words. See, that's what I'll put it up here in the top. That's what I was talking about. You can express your emotions, all right? The language of love, but action speaks louder than words. Words are good too, okay? Probably can't see that, but action speaks louder than words. So either words are good too, okay? Now, the rest of relaxation part is like, they want you to pause while things unfold. So either if this relationship is not in play yet, kind of take a break from it in your mind, not giving up or anything, keeping the vision, of course, focusing on what you do want. They're saying, slow down and pause. Allow things to unfold. So if it hasn't unfolded yet, keep the vision and just, go on with life. Don't keep wondering where it's at, okay? Why? Because, it's possible. They want you to keep your vision, okay? And keep the dream because it's coming. They want you to focus on it, all right? Excuse me. And for those of you who already have this soulmate, slow down with them, take a break with them, spend time together, quality time, no cell phones or anything like that, just the two of you. And if you do, kudos, that's wonderful. Okay. So now we're going to move on to number 3 and see what we have. Thank you very much. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Hit the bell icon. I'm going to be coming on live to see you guys. We have healing family issues. Okay, so family, first of all, it could be your spouse as well as your parents, but here it's telling you your love life benefits forgiving your parents. Okay, I'll explain what that is in a minute. And then you've got the union of hearts. Wonderful, wonderful start here for you guys. All right, so here we are. You're like, well, what do you mean? Healing family issues, right? Okay, so it says you love life benefits as you forgive. Forgive who? Forgive your parents. Now you're probably thinking, well, what does my parents have to do? I just want to know about my love life, right? Okay. There is a healing, and that's why you have a crisis place here, because there's a healing that needs to take place, believe it or not. So see if we get it. Of course, probably will. Exactly what is coming to me. Oh, one card. Some cards fell out. I guess I'll start with those. All right. So, starting with simple acts of kindness. We'll go over everything, don't worry, including these cards here again. Express love through your gifts, okay? And we've got Miracles and blessings. All right. So we'll start there because to go further right now, it wouldn't be simple for some people. I have to really make sure you get the information. I'll just move these things out of the way since we're focusing on you right now. Move these over. Okay, so simple acts of kindness. Now, they may not feel so simple for some of you guys because there's forgiveness issues with mom or with dad, and maybe even with sister or brother, but this is focusing more than mom and dad, especially dad, I'm feeling, okay? So you guys know which one is the one that fits you, that suits you the most of what I'm speaking of, which one, which gender. Now, they say start with simple acts of kindness because, it's really not about them, it's about you. And this brings happiness, okay, to those around you. Now, I'm feeling like they're, okay, I'll explain it. I'll explain the best I can. It almost feels like, you're expressing joy, simple acts of kindness, and it's a two-tier thing. Some may say, oh, well, that's a wonderful thing, and they may have a positive reaction. And others, I'm seeing poker face here. And others, I'm feeling like it kind of makes them feel like, I don't want to say guilty, but I can't think of any other word. So actually, that's a three-tier thing. All right. But they're saying express love through your gifts as well. Small token of love can convey great appreciation. So only you know, and only you know how to define that. It depends on what went down, whatever it is. And this does tie into your love life. So, for example, if you've had an abusive father and he wasn't always around, and when he did come around, sorry about that, table moved, my own earthquake, and he wasn't around, and you feel like, well, resentment or anger, why did he do this to me? Um, you know, and it is justified. So I'm not saying it's not just, it's absolutely justified, okay? So that's where the union of hearts come in. Because if you can get past this point right here, and we'll explain more in detail for you, then you can get here. This is where we want you to be, right here, in the crypts of all this, right in the union, because love connection, sure, the love connection defies explanation. Love connection. That's where we want you to be. All right. So you may say, well, this is kind of difficult for me, or this is not possible, or the person's not even around anymore. Well, let me start with that one. If it's, say, for example, again, if it's your father, okay, and he's not around anymore, you can send love, blessings, and light to him in the afterlife. You can even burn a candle, and you want to express that you forgive them. You don't condone what they may have done or not done, but you forgive them because they obviously weren't in their right mind. And I'll just mention something that a lot of that I've heard before, and it goes like this. Let's see if I can get it right for you. It's true. They say your parents, they only know what they were taught. So if it fell out of my hand, it must be true. So if they were in a household that was abusive or that they were neglected, think back, what was their history? It was something about their history that they carried on to their, I want to say personality, but their whole energy, they have that, and they pass it down. You want to stop that because what's going on is that I want to make sure I get this correct for you guys. And your guardian angels is watching this also. So it's not like you're alone. You're never alone, even though you might have had abandonment issues or anything like that, or abuse or something like that. They can't possibly be, or they can't possibly learn what they did not know. So not excusing them, but they can't be something that they don't know. So if they weren't taught kindness and compassion and love and, all of those things, then they couldn't possibly be able to show you that. If they didn't have commitment to your mom, this is just another example, then how could they be committed to you, you know, in the way that they probably would want to, but they don't know how because it's never been shown to them. Okay. So I hope I'm clear on that. Now, moving into again the union of hearts, we've got miracles and blessings. Okay. Now, I had to explain all that because I felt that that was very compelling. I know this elongates the reading a little bit, but I'm feeling like some of you guys out there needed to know this. And it's not just the abandonment issues, but it's any type of issue, of what's going on. And you don't want to attract that same type of person either. So it's important that you heal that. All right. I can say this because I'm a spiritual consultant. All right. And I have a doctorate, I'm licensed, and I know. And I've been through a lot of these kind of issues. And so I'm the authority. Yes, I'm the authority. I can speak on this. Once you clear that pattern of energy, that's where the miracles and blessings come in. Well, what do you mean by that, Colette? Okay, well, what I mean is that once you feel really clear path moving forward, because that's not renting space in your head, it's not renting space in your heart, and it's not renting space in your soul where you can move forward. If you look back, it looks very small or almost not there because you have done the work. You can even do mirror work. It's like just because you may have not been shown love does not mean that you are not loved. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're not lovable, I should say. So we go back again to the union of hearts. Okay, well, what more? What about those blessings and miracles? Well, what happens is when you clear the air, if they're in heaven, or when you clear the air and they're on this planet and you've done the work, well, that's when the miracles and blessings come in. Now, you might say, well, Colette, what if they're not willing to listen to me? What if they're not willing to forgive? What if they don't even want to look at me? Okay, well, the best thing you can do is you would have to go through the pattern as if they're no longer on this planet, but they are because everything is energy, always has been, always will be. So just like, for example, that I gave you earlier about the father not any longer being here, you can also consider that energy as a pattern where if it's your mother or your father and they're here and they don't want to have, say, for example, anything to do with you, it's okay, it's all right. You could just light a candle, you can even put their picture there and you can have a conversation with them and you can, you know, let them know that you're releasing that energy, sending it back with where it came, and that you forgive them, not for them, but for yourself. And you're moving forward because you realize that, okay, for you, you have to do that, release that so that you can move forward here to this and a lot of other things too that are beautiful and just waiting for you to open up to. Okay. So I hope I explained that well. Any comments or anything, let me know, and I'll do the best I can at answering that for you. So that you got the miracles and blessings. This is, everything has its gift. I want to say this too, like you may have again the mother and father figure and the child, and they may not treat the child very well. Maybe a dysfunctional household, even a dysfunctional, and you can do the forgiveness prayers, by the way, for anyone, not just mother and father, stepmother, stepfather, brother, sister, stepsister, stepmother, anyone, aunt, uncle, doesn't matter. Okay, because in order for us to move forward in our life for our highest good, we have to clear that. And so what we're looking at here is that once you clear all the energy and the miracles and blessings and the gifts will start to arrive. And there was something else I was going to mention. Let's see if the cards will pull that out. Okay. You are limitless. Okay. So now that's where I'm going. So if this was a dysfunctional family and there's family issues because it was a dysfunctional family, for example, And then you have a child. You want this cleared, okay? One of the great ways you can clear that, boy, you have a child, a newborn, or even before the newborn arrives, you can say stuff, and mean it and feel it in your heart and discuss it with your mate or whatever that, or even yourself, and you want to make a journal or whatever, that's great. However, I was treated, I'm going to make sure that my child or children are not treated that way. Um, if she or he didn't get the attention they needed, or the you and the siblings, well, I'm going to make sure that we have a loving family, that we have communication, that there is no abusive language, that there is no disrespect. See where I'm getting at? Okay. So by clearing everything up, I have to bring this over because I want you to see this card again. It just keeps, actually, I'll just put it right up here. You can really see the miracles and blessings, okay? Everything has its blessing. So you might say, Colette, where is this having a blessing for me? All right, well, I can explain that. Again, what I said before just now about the family unit, making it your own, owning it your way, reverse engineering. You don't want it that way, so you're going to make it the way that suits you and that brings more of the union, the joy, the love, the peace. Now, some of you may not be looking to have children right now, but I'm just giving hypotheticals here. It could, be put in any your situations that you choose because this is a general read, all right? But I'm hoping that this is a healing read also. So now I give him the precipice. And it's about taking a chance on this union. You're limitless, don't forget. And here it is, your final card, forgiveness. Now, nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. That's what it says. It's so true. That's just what I was talking about with you guys. So even go out and get yourself a chrysoprase. You can carry this stone on your person, this crystal, or you can wear it as a jewelry. This definitely is a great heart filler. Okay. In my opinion, even more so than the rose quartz, but hey, I've got that over here too. So, I just want to wrap this up by saying that nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. You want to let go so you can flow in the river of love, flow in the river of all that is that will lead you to the love of your life. And if you already have someone in your life, wonderful. That just means it's just that much more you can work on, and it will lead to a beautiful romance. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for listening, watching, participating, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more updates and also click the bell icon. Okay? Thank you for watching.